Let's continue and finish up Be'ez Hashem Baruch Shama that we started yesterday. Just to mention, before we continue, we did yesterday the 10 Gevaldige Baruchs that represent, as we said yesterday, Siddur, Asar Mamoris, Shenivra Olam. But one of the very important Marmakomis that I wanted to mention before we move on is the Heilige Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, Shar Shlishi, Perik Shlishi, where he discusses the idea of Baruch Shama. And I just want to read you his Lashon over here, how he talks about how important it is for a person to say this tefillah in the proper way, in the proper oifen, that he says, Lochein, Roy Lechol Maskil, anyone that has any understanding, She'omer HaShavach HaGodol, the tremendous shvach to the Rabbanu Shalom Hazeh, this one that we're discussing, obviously Baruch Shama, B'mitun Godol, with tremendous patience, V'loi b'mehirus, not in a quick way. That's not how we say Hashem's a wonderful, wonderful shvachim. V'litin b'machshavdoi haido v'shevach la'boire yisparach shemoi. And think about it, and put machshava into this. When you give tremendous haido v'shvach to the Rabbanu Shalom, shekosav hazayah kodesh, lekrocha kedusha b'richu akol avodah v'dor. Now, what we're saying in this Baruch Shama, as the Sod V'Shorish V'Avoda is pointing out, is that we're saying Rabbanu Shalom's world is an amazing world. It's a great world. And he's great because of it also, which is not something you want to say quickly. It's not something you want to say just flying through. It's something you want to think about. It's something you want to understand. So yesterday we went through the Esa Baruchs that we have. Let's now move on and finish up this Gevaldige Bracha, which, as we know, is the beginning bracha of Pesukah de Zimra. It's like the bracha before Pesukah de Zimra, and Yishtabach ends the bracha of Pesukah de Zimra. So we are going to start now with the Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam, Ha'el of HaRachamon, that the Rabbanu Shalom is the Av HaRachamon, as we always say. The Rabbanu Shalom is the Av, the Father of all mercy. Right? Anything that happens in our lives, we always want to turn to our Tati and we want to ask him for something because he's the one that cares. The Rabbanu Shalom cares about every single one of us, and we turn to him at this time. Hamohulu b'peh Amoy, right? Whose with tremendous praise is given by his nation. Right? And it is very much that all those people that are dedicated to him, right? When it says Chasidav, it means those, like the Mesilas Yesharim says in the Perik Aleph in the beginning, it means those that go beyond the letter of the law, those that are connected to the Rabbanu Shalom. They mamish praise the Rabbanu Shalom in a tremendous, tremendous way. Na'alelcha Hashem Elokeinu b'shvachos u'b'zemiras negadelcha u'neshabechecha u'nefa'ercha v'nazke shimcha v'namnincha u'malkeinu Eloheinu. That we're saying over here, we are declaring that the Rabbanu Shalom is great, is almighty, is everything. Everything in the world that we see greatness is from the Rabbanu Shalom. And we are saying over here specifically, we've got the 5 praises that are the shvach of the Rabbanu Shalom. We know Chazal tell us, the Gemara in Baruch says it clearly in Lamed Beis Amud Aleph. The Gemara says, L'olim yisada odom shifcha shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'achar kav yispalel. That means, before we can even have the audacity to ask from the Rabbanu Shalom what we need, says the Gemara, to be Meshabech the Rabbanu Shalom. That's what Pesukah de Zimra is. By the way, we do the same thing in Shemoneh Esrei. In Shemoneh Esrei, the first 3 brachas is a shvach to the Rabbanu Shalom, right? Ha'el HaKadosh, and more. Before we even ask for Atachonim, before we even ask for all the things that we need, we have to praise the Rabbanu Shalom. That's what the Gemara tells us is almost like the secret key to be able to get our tefillahs to be answered, is L'olam yisader odom shivcha shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'achar yispalal. Person should mesader his tefillahs, as the Gemara in Brachos Lamed Beis, and then he should daven, right? And specifically the 5 praises that we have in Baruch Shama are mentioned over here specifically of Zemiras Negadelcha, as we just said, Uneshabecha, Nefa'ercha, V'nazke Shimcha. So these are, everything has a Seder, right? All the praises, all the glorifying that we mentioned, the Rabbanu Shalom, that we declare the Rabbanu Shalom as being the Melech, our King, our Father, everything is in a specific order and way to make sure that we are praising the Rabbanu Shalom in the best possible way in that case. Yochid Chei Ha'olamim, right? Rabbanu Shalom, you live forever, you're Yochid in that world, that only you live forever, you were here before everything else, as the Rambam tells us in the beginning of Mada, there was nothing here, you created that which is created, and nothing else can come before you. Melech Meshubach Mefar Adi Ad Shemaya Gadol, Baruch Atah Hashem, Melech Mohulal Batish Bochais. And we are saying over here, the Rabbanu Shalom, that's Mamish Molei, Shvachim, praises that we are praising, and we're about to begin, of course, straight after Baruch Shama, we're going to say the Gavalgut Tefillah, which we'll discuss in Mitzvah next week, of Mizmor L'Soida, which will understand the intricate details of Mizmor L'Soida. But we've just finished the bracha. There's the bracha that starts off the Pesukah de Zimra. We are now ready to be Meshaberach, the Rabbeinu Shalom, going up level after level. As we said right in the beginning, Pesukah de Zimra is like a pipe work, and it's important to have everything in the right place at the right time in order that we can get through the pipes, in order that we can get to the climax, the Kabbalah Malchus Shamayim of Kriya Shema, and eventually to the climax of Kriya Shema itself as Omed Lifnei HaMelech as well. Be'ez Hashem, next week, Mizmor L'Soida.